Blessings and welcome to all of my tantalizing Taurians out there. This is Synergized Tarot by Tammy, and this is your May 2020 tarot reading, whether it's your sun, moon, or rising sign in Taurus. And this month, Taurus, this is your birthday month, so happy birthday. I have a daughter who's a Taurus. We have a lot of retrogrades going on this month. The retrograde, the planets that are going retrograde are Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. So as things go into retrograde, as planets go into retrograde, that means things are slowing down. So there may be this may be a blessing in disguise with all these retrogrades to allow us to continually slow down, to change our processes. This may even slow down the virus with these retrogrades, allowing us to put the pieces back together again and get back to normal, and do it in a more efficient way, in a way that we can do it step by step instead of just allowing us to be thrown back into the way it used to be. I feel like these retrogrades are going to allow us to slow down more, to see how we can make these changes in a way that is going to be effective in the long term. So, and you, Taurus, have a lot of emphasis in your second house, which is the house of finances and resources, your self-worth. There may be some things coming into fruition, some new insight in regards to your finances. You still have a huge emphasis in your ninth house of wisdom and insight. Saturn will go retrograde back into your ninth house. So, yeah, so let's get into your reading, and we're going to pull a few oracles, and then we're going to do your reading a little differently this month here. But let's see, what do you need to surrender to this month here, Taurus? What is one of the things you need to surrender to? Surrender unhealthy relationships here. This is interesting because you will have a full moon in Scorpio on 7 May in the 7th house of relationships. So this may be something coming into light in regards to maybe an unhealthy relationship that you need to pay attention to. It will be in the sign of Scorpio, so secrets being revealed, something coming into light, unhealthy relationships being revealed. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. And that really is the sign of Scorpio. So I do feel if you are dealing with relationships that are unhealthy, that are toxic, unavailable energies, I do feel a revelation, something coming into fruition will allow you to see the light. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So that's beautiful to start off your reading there. And just a self-care card for you here, Taurus, as we go into your reading here. Now, with Venus being in retrograde, there may be a relationship that comes back from the past, maybe an unhealthy relationship that you're going to have to deal with because Venus will be in retrograde starting in the middle of May and being there for quite a while. So, guidance. Ask for guidance. So this is important here. The divine will meet your every need. So this is an important month to ask for guidance if you are in some type of unhealthy relationship. If you need to understand what is happening around you, I really feel you're delving deep into your feelings. You're trying to get more grounded and centered in who you are, Taurus. So let's go deeper into your reading now, and I'm just going to bring this video down so we can just focus on these cards here for you. So let's see, Taurus, what the overall energy for this month you may be focusing on here. So let's see, Taurus, let's see what that card is here. The Knight of Cups, wow, that is love. That is your Prince or Princess Charming. You know, this is all about emotions, being fulfilled, waiting for someone to call upon you. So this may also be in regards to some type of unhealthy relationship. that that you may have to deal with. But it looks like you're focusing on love, and you know, like I said, you have Mars in your 7th house of relationships, so there may be some action, something that you're going to need maybe some guidance on here in regards to love. So let's see. Let us focus now on maybe if this 9 of Cups is someone from the past. Here we go. That flew out. Queen of Wands. So you may be dealing with a fire energy, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries here from the past. That could be an unhealthy relationship that you are with now. So I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get this light out of the way here. There we go. Okay. So yes, it looks like there may be an unhealthy relationship that you need to focus on. There may be a strong Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries here that you may need some guidance on. So let's see, let's delve a little bit deeper into that connection with this Queen of Wands here. But focus right now, it looks like, is on relationships. It looks like this is someone that lives farther away from you. For some of you, Taurus, it looks like you may have been dealing with an unhealthy relationship from someone from far away here. That you had a lot of desire. This person could have been older or younger than you too here. But let's see, let's pull a couple more cards in this connection to this 9 of Cups energy here. And then you get the Queen of Swords. Wow. So relationships are going to be a strong connection to you this month here, and dealing with others here. So you have the Queen of Swords, the 9 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands here. And I see the number 3 up here. So there could be some type of connection to 3 people. You know, there may be 3 people involved here. We see the Queen of Swords, which is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Queen of Wands. We have 2 queens next to each other. Queen of Wands, a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and the 9 of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces energy here. So it looks like this month you are dealing with maybe people energies coming from the past, or maybe a couple energies coming from the past that you're going to have to deal with here, Taurus. And remember, whatever relationships are coming back that you're having to deal with, remember to surrender those unhealthy ones. But yeah, cutting out. There may be a strong connection to someone like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who you thought could be your Prince Charming, your Princess Charming. It could be this Queen of Wands too. I feel like maybe one connection may have moved. Another connection you had to cut out of your life for some, maybe more of an unhealthy reason that may come back here. But I do feel some of you Taurus are dealing with maybe a couple of energies from the past that you may have to deal with. And it has to deal with love here. You definitely may need some guidance if you're dealing with a few relationships here. Of course, if you need any guidance, please connect with me. I would love to give you some insight into what's going on here. So let's pull another card here in the past energy, because it does look like there is a strong connection. 6 of Wands, success here. So I feel in the past here, even though there had been, you know, maybe an ending of a relationship, you know, for whatever reasons, because it was unhealthy, because someone moved away, I felt like these relationships you felt successful in. I feel like you felt with the 6 of Wands that these were energies that you had a lot of fun with, a lot of action with. So even though I feel like, you know, these situations from the past with the Tower here, and I'm seeing guidance. One of the things I'm feeling is there may be someone from the past that you went to school with. That may be what it is, graduating, and maybe that's why I feel for some of you Taurans that could have been like, you know, you moved apart because you moved somewhere else because you graduated from school. So I do feel there's a connection from the past, from maybe school, from college. It could be high school, could, you know, be something of that sort there. But I'm not feeling like these relationships. Well, let's pull a couple of love cards from the past here in these relationships. Let's pull one on the Queen of Wands here in regards to a fire energy if we're dealing with the Leo, Sagittarius, Aries from the past that may come in regards to love here. Is there a love energy? What was this love energy from the past here that may have moved on because of traveling or moving? There was a reason why this relationship broke up here. Let's see here, finances and career. Yeah. So it looks like for some of you dealing with a fire energy from the past, it may be because of their finances and career. Maybe they had to move because of their finances or their career. They had a great opportunity. But let's look at this Queen of Swords, which is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Let's see, because it feels like this one you had to cut out. And it could have been because of this unhealthy relationship. You had to cut out this relationship for a reason. Let's see here. Ooh, your soulmate here, calling in your soulmate. So I feel like this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you know, you may be calling your soulmate back in. There may be, you cut out this relationship for a reason, but I feel maybe this Knight of Cups is coming back, and it could be because you've been calling him. Maybe you felt the success. I feel like, you know, some of you, that could be what it is. There could be, and maybe it was unhealthy at one time. Maybe this is why you had to cut off the relationship. But what I'm seeing here right now is that you may be calling in someone from the past who really is your soulmate that you may really need to deal with. It may be a revelation. You know, you have Uranus in your first house of Taurus for the next 7 years. Anything unexpected can happen, and you're dealing with, you know, karmic issues right now. So I feel like this could be relationships, dealing with a few relationships that are very karmic that you're having to find out. I feel one of them may be your soulmate that's coming back from the past. So that's interesting to see, huh? So let's look at the present here. Let's look at what, if these energies are flowing this way, and we see the Knight of Cups. So far, I feel like you really are dealing high wisdom, education. So yeah, you know, I feel like there may be, yeah, this past connection to someone that you met in school. I see that there. So there's a connection to school, education, and a connection towards, you know, an unhealthy relationship and cutting out situations due to that. So let's see here. Let's look at the present. The Magician here. Wow. So it's a beautiful card to have in the present position, because this is about you being magical. This is about you really having the ability to call in your soulmate. It does look like you are, you know, really believing in yourself. That's the second house, is your self-worth, believing in yourself. So I feel like you are feeling pretty strong this month, and this is the card of Gemini, also the Magician here. So I'm seeing this connection to, you know, communication, this connection to this love energy that maybe you're calling in, that you've been maybe believing in, that would come back into your life. Maybe that's what I'm seeing here. But it does look like there's a magical new beginning for someone of you, Taurus, in love here. Wow, yeah, there is. Look at this, the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, that is love over feeling. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. This reading so far is really about relationships and love and healing, and so I feel may bring in this situation very strongly. That you have two ones right here, the Ace of Cups and the Magician here, right in the present. And that is just love overflowing, and finding a magical connection, finding the one who really has everything that you want. This is beautiful to see. So yeah, I feel for you Taurians. You know, you've got relationships to deal with and love that that can be really deep if you want it, and be very successful. Something very unexpected, calling in your soulmates. How beautiful is that? So let's pull a card on this Nine of Cups here. Let's pull a card on this, because right now these cards are showing, a spiritual connection with someone that you can grow and mature with. So there's Nine of Cups who's coming in to give you this magical new beginning. I feel it's going to be long lasting. It's very spiritual. It's definitely a soulmate. There's maturity in it. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person's older than you. There's maturity in there, or if they're younger than you, they're quite mature. They're quite old for their age here. Yeah, and I'm looking at this card of guidance, and you see the owl and studying. So, and you have the Tower here, which is all about school and education. So there is some type of connection to maybe some of you going back to school, worrying about whether or not you can because of your finances. But I feel you will have success. Maybe this is what you're trying to see, if you can have, if you're going to be able to have the finances, the money that you need. And right now you have a lot of power in your second house of receiving the finances that you need to go back to school, if some of you are wanting to take that journey. Yeah, some of you know that you have, exactly what you want with the Magician. You have everything, everything that you need to become this magician. Now you just need to move on it. So yeah, that's beautiful. So let me pull another card here in the overall outcome of these cards here for you, Taurus. But yeah, this is a month of relationships. Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is about dealing with emotional situations, and that's what I feel, unhealthy relationships. Four of Cups. So I feel some of you are going to have to surrender some type of unhealthy relationship. You could have been in a relationship for a long time that that has been unhealthy, and now you're focusing on your own journey. You're focusing on being this magician and making things happen now, cutting out someone from the past. Yeah, some of you, that's why this retrograde is helping you to make those decisions, get clarification, meditate upon it. That's what I feel right now, Taurus, is meditate while Venus is in retrograde about those unhealthy relationships, what you need to give up, because there's more fulfilling relationships out there if you want it. And that's what this is saying here with the Four of Cups. If you want more fulfilling relationships, you've got to let Spirit allow you to take this new cup to fulfill you emotionally. And that's what the Nine of Cups wants, to fulfill you. And you could be in a triangle, a love triangle. That could be what I'm seeing, and having to leave a relationship to really be with the one that you love, your soulmate. That could be what it is too. So let's pull a couple more cards here in the outcome. Two of Wands. Yeah, making a choice. This is about you, Taurus, making a choice about your journey, making a choice about who you want to be with. Are you in an unhealthy relationship? Do you need guidance? But I feel there's maturity, there's spiritual growth within you, Taurus, to understand what you need to cut out, what you need to move on your journey. And that is about you, understanding how powerful you are to bring love into your heart. And there is definitely love around you if you want it. Sometimes the strong love, the beautiful love, is sometimes the one that we don't look at. It's the unhealthy one that we are dealing with. So yeah, some of you, Taurus, need to make some choices about an unhealthy relationship. The Chariot awaits you. The Chariot awaits you. That's about moving forward. I feel by the end of the month here, some of you Taurans are really going to see movement forward in regards to relationships, movement forward in breaking free from unhealthy ones, but also movement forward in relationships that are bringing you a new cup of love here. There is this emphasis in emotional fulfillment this month and putting action success behind it. So, Taurus, this is really about your karma this month, to clear out those situations that aren't healthy. It's allowing you to make the right choice now so that you can move on your journey here. Move on your journey. You need to cut out something to move on your journey. It's an epiphany. It's a revelation. It's you realizing, yeah, it's dealing with a commitment. Yeah, choices to make. I feel for some of you, Taurans, there, you're like in a, a threesome. You've got two people, that you're dealing with. I just feel like some of you are going to have to make a choice about a commitment, make a choice between two people. And you're going to have to decide which way you want to go, who you're going to cut out with. But it's for you. I feel like you have spiritually evolved. You're more mature now to make the right decision about a commitment now, and you're going to make the right choice in which direction you need to go with, especially with the Chariot. The Chariot is saying, and the Bearer, I'm going to be strong to be free. I'm going to be powerful to make my choice in regards to love. And that's what I'm seeing is this is going to be a powerful month for you, Taurans, to make choices about love. Choices about the direction you want to go in regards to fulfilling your desires in love. And, some of you, the only other thing, I feel like the emphasis really is going to be on your relationships. There is this part of, the other part I just feel for some of you, if you have an opportunity chance to fulfill your desire as far as like learning something, going back to school, seeking wisdom, this is the time for you to do that, to be magical. You have all the tools to be able to search. For those, it could be that you're searching for a teacher, a master, a guru. I feel like if you do tap into those mentors, those masters, those teachers that can develop you, Taurus, this is the time to move on that. This is the time to connect to those because you will be successful in that. So for some of you, there's changes in the family here too. That's what I'm seeing. So let's see here. What else am I seeing? I just feel that's the big emphasis is, you may be dealing with a family situation in regards to a relationship and having to make a choice about that. But I feel this month, Taurus, you're really going to have to focus on your commitments and what you really want and where your journey lies, what you want, and what you want to release in regards to love. But there is definitely this success this month. If love is, calling upon you, I just feel there's something from the past. These are energies that you've been knowing, you already know them, you've been dealing with them. I'm really not feeling, but you do have the Ace of Cups, so there could be this new love coming through, but I feel for the most part, a lot of you Taurans will be dealing with relationships that are coming from the past that you're having to deal with here. But there seems to be success in love. There seems to be success to move forward because of your power. It's like you have been powerful, Taurus. You've been powerful in how you've been portraying yourself. And you've been growing your own self-worth. You understand you needed to love yourself. And that's why there's so much in your second house right now is your own self-worth. You're very strong in moving forward because you know how powerful you are. And the choices that you're going to make are going to be right for you, especially for your finances, your career, for calling in your soulmate here. So a beautiful, beautiful connection to love. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't see the pentacles here. So, I don't see a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I do see a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So an air, fire, or water sign is strong for you, Taurians, this month. So much love to you. And if you ever want a personal reading to receive any type of guidance here, please connect with me. All my links are below. Much love to all of you who support my channel by subscribing, sharing, and sending me all those positive vibes. And until next time, with pure love through Synergy, Tammy.